11 inches of snow coming tonight right here in this town in Western Mass I'm in. But I have a secret Vanlife weapon, wheels. I'm gonna skedaddle. You know, when your house is on wheels, you can just drive away from most of life's problems. Most of them, not all of them. But I'm gonna do that tonight. I'm gonna drive towards Boston. About a 3-hour drive. Boston is kind of right on the line between snow and rain. And I'll take 11 inches of rain over 11 inches of snow any day. So I'm gonna get going. It's about a 3-hour drive. I'm just gonna bring you guys along with me. It's 22 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius, like -6, -7. I'm happy to be escaping that too. It's not only snowier in the Berkshires, it's way colder. Every time I go to Boston, it's probably 6 to 8 degrees warmer than it is in the mountains. And I need that. You know, I'm kind of sick of Boston, but I do rely on it heavily in the winter, just getting away from the brutality of the cold. And I'm glad to be not dealing with black ice back there on those roads. It was a little scary at times. Anyway, I have no food still. I've not done a food prep. I'm going to stop at the Trader Joe's here in Hadley, see if they have that rosemary chicken that I love, that I eat like crack cocaine. I love that stuff. I haven't had that in a few months. That would hit the spot. The trick with Trader Joe's is not to park in the actual Trader Joe's parking lot. It's like Vietnam, these parking lots. They're so tight. They're crazy. I park in an adjacent lot and just walk over. When you're in a big vehicle, you just have to be a little more tolerant, you know, do some extra hiking. I don't believe it. No rosemary chicken. It's usually right here. I'm just gonna have to get some unseasoned turkey breast, unfortunately. That place was wiped out. There was nothing. Not gonna have any rosemary chicken tonight, unfortunately. All they had left was turkey breast, which is what I've been eating for 5 days and I was trying to get away from. Oh well, it's still nice. You know, the Trader Joe's meats, they still cook them all nice and tasty. I do want to do a meal prep. I bought 2 or 3 nights worth of dinners here so I can kick that can down the road. I still have a lot of driving to do. You know, about these early darkness winter days, it feels much later than it actually is. And my body's starting to adjust to that. I'm getting tired at like 4, 5, 6 p.m. I don't like that, but yeah, enough yapping. Destination Boston, time to get back on the road. Technically, the snow is not supposed to start until 7 a.m., which is normally when I get up. It's supposed to snow all day long, though. At least it was out in Western Mass. Like I said, Boston is right on the line. It could be, according to the forecast I saw, we could get 3 inches of snow here, or no snow and water. It's very hard to predict. I mean, I'm okay with a little snow. I just don't want to have to get out and shovel. And I don't want to have to climb up on my roof and shovel stuff off. That's my least favorite thing to do. A little dangerous too, but I have all the tools. Anyway, I made it to Boston. Yeah, I'm gonna set up for the night. I'm a little tired. It's very subtle, but I love this new puck light I put in my shower back there. Just illuminates the space just enough. That was kind of a dark quadrant in my van, a problem area, ever since I built it out a few years ago. And now it's just perfect. Every space of the van is illuminated in the dim, warm light that I like. I'm gonna have a nice sleep here tonight. The snow, like I said, is supposed to start around 7 in the morning, right when I wake up. I don't know, I might go downtown tomorrow, downtown Boston, to my office for work, or I might putter around in the suburbs. I'm not sure. I'm gonna play this by ear. I'm just happy to get out of the mountains. I'm not ready for a big shoveling session yet. We went from a dusting of snow last week to 11 inches. Yeah, I don't want that. I'm tapping out of winter and it hasn't even started yet. All right, I'll talk to you guys again in the morning. Rise and shine. Has it snowed yet? Doesn't look like it from the skylight. Let's see what the scene is like. Nope, no snow whatsoever. Last I checked, it was supposed to start snowing at 7. It's 7:35 now, so, I mean, it might still snow. I'm sure it still will today, or at least rain or something. I think I made the right decision getting out of Western Mass. I'm just not ready for that kind of thing yet. I do have to work today. Obviously, I am not going downtown. I would have had to get up a little earlier than this. Felt like sleeping in. So I'm going to find a work site, probably near one of my gyms. I've got a few options here. But yeah, nice relaxing day. It's kind of nice to be back in Boston. I have not been here in like 3 weeks, believe it or not. They are still doing this massive infrastructure project back here, rebuilding the I-90-95 interchange. Never seen anything like it. They're making fast progress, though. Hope it wraps up. It does cause a bit of a headache driving through it. There's always lane shifts, and there was a sign on the road I had to run over back there. It's crazy how much traffic there is. You know, during the pandemic, 20, 21, 22, this road was dead. And it's like all of the pre-pandemic world just came roaring back. It's like the pandemic never happened. I don't know. I find it fascinating. Anyway, I'm going inbound a little bit to my work site. It's a nice day. It's 32, not even freezing out. And I heard that the storm did not even start in Berkshire County yet. My friend texted me. He said it might pass north. This might be a whole big nothing burger, which is crazy. Going from a 12-inch forecast to 0. That's just wildly inaccurate. Coming out to Boston was the right call. Nothing but rain today. Tons and tons of rain. I kind of like it. It's very dark, very gloomy. And it's still above 40 degrees, so I don't think this will even freeze at night and give me a problem. It is snowing in Western Mass. I've checked the forecast. It's supposed to keep snowing until the wee hours of the morning. So glad I don't have to deal with that. Problem with that, though, is I'm unable to test for the leak on my roof. I have developed a leak around my sunlight, my skylight, and installed myself. I'm waiting for a dry day so I can go up there, pour some water, and manually detect where the leakage is. I thought about going to Home Depot, getting some Flex Seal. Some of the commenters suggested that and just going around it. That's a great idea. I'd love to do that, but you can't let Flex Seal dry when it's raining. I've tried. So I'm just gonna have to wait this rain out. I'm curious if the leak is still showing in there right now. By the way, check out how close I came to wrecking the bumper of my van when I pulled into here. Check this out. That's literally less than an inch, and that's all plastic against that concrete. I would have destroyed that thing. That has me thinking I should take my reverse light that I installed this summer, which is great, and move it down lower towards where my bumper is, just so I can actually see obstructions like that. The thing is, then a person could just come by and swipe it. You know, that's why I have it up high. Everything is a compromise in van design. As for the design of my skylight, that is definitely failing. It is leaking in here. There has been no propane burnage. This is not condensation. The leak is just, it's so hard to find. It's dripping from this corner right here, but it could be anywhere underneath the entire perimeter and just snaking its own path down to this corner, because that's like the lowest point of my roof padding. That's very disheartening, but I'm gonna have to deal with that another time. It's late. I had a long day, and I'm gonna have a long day tomorrow. I'll be going downtown. I think I'm gonna hop over to the little 7-Eleven over here, get some coffee and some soda and the 3 Ps, you know, the usual, and then move on to a sleep spot. One of these, oh, look how beautiful and green they are today. One cool thing about having my backup camera so high up, though, is I can see right over people's fences, like back up to their yard. It's like a little spy cam. Also, green bananas taste like crap. That had no sugar in it whatsoever. It is dark, it is cold, and it's already after 9 p.m., so I'm gonna go right to my sleep spot. Didn't do a lot of YouTubing today. It was just a long, slow grind, as tomorrow will be. I need to go downtown. Always an adventure getting out through the circle of death, that awful rotary back there. Add to that the fact that it's dark and it's raining, and I had a huge semi on the side of me. That was not pleasant. I am getting out of the city. I thought about grabbing a stealth spot in one of those neighborhoods back there. The thing about sleeping in, you know, neighborhoods, having stealth spots like that, you need a backup, you need like a plan B, a plan C, and you often have to drive around for quite a while, circle the block a few times. It can be very time consuming, and I don't feel like doing that tonight. I will happily pay $6 and grab a spot just outside of town. You know, it's worth $6 to me. I love this neighborhood here in Newton. I think this is Auburndale or West Newton. Just so beautiful here, these big beautiful houses. Just because I live in a van doesn't mean I don't appreciate a good house. They can be big, beautiful things, like works of art, you know what I mean? But if you don't have a family living with you, if you're just living alone in a house, it just seems so sad and like accelerates your death. I just think of my dad living alone in that house. Some of his senior neighbors doing the same thing. If I were to get a big house, it wouldn't be to house a family. It would be to store all my collectibles, artwork, stuff I like, just sort of like put them on display and stuff like that. I don't know if a house is the right venue for that. I don't know. I'm torn, you know? I don't want to live in a van forever, I think, but I'm going to do it until it stops being cool, you know? Right now, it's working really well for me. I like it. I complain a lot. I know I do that, but that's because it's just human nature to be more vocal about obstructions, you know, things that are bothering you. Would my videos be interesting if I just went from place to place saying, that was great, that was perfect, everything is nice, this is nice, everything is nice all the time. You know, it just doesn't make any sense. It's not human nature. Anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about. I got to my spot. I am gonna camp out, settle in for the night. It's hard to sleep with this leak back here. It's not dripping too aggressively. It's like one drop every 5 minutes, something like that, but it's still bothering me. It'll be on the back of my mind, but it'll have to wait until tomorrow. I'll try to address it tomorrow and put that in this video. You know, one great thing about doing these videos is it forces me to execute and wrap up a project that I've been talking about rather than just kicking it down the road. So I'll have to do that tomorrow night. Right now, though, I'm hitting the hay early. Like I said, tomorrow is a long day downtown. Long day, but it was nice to be inside a heated building with a beautiful view. I caught the most gorgeous sunset tonight. I don't know if anyone else in the Boston area saw that. That was the most beautiful sunset I've ever seen. Like all sorts of different types of clouds. Anyway, I did not do the long walk home, partially because it's freezing ass cold, and partially because I have stuff I want to do tonight. I have no food, so I'm going to go to Trader Joe's, get groceries. I'm also going to try to go to Home Depot and get some silicone sealant or maybe some Flex Seal and just go around my skylight on the roof, try to seal up that crack wherever it is. Thankfully, it stopped raining and it's very dry right now because it's freezing cold. So I should be able to at least rectify that problem, kick it down until spring, until I can do a deep dive on it. I just want to seal that sucker up. Oh, this isn't good. Look at all that moisture on my windshield that I left this morning. I bet that's all frozen and I'm going to have to scrape it. Yeah, it froze. I've got the engine running. That's fine though. I'll get this place a little heated up. I don't leave any heater running in here when I'm not attending. I read on Reddit that some van dwellers do actually leave their Webasto or their diesel heater, whatever they have, just running all day long, even when they're not in the van. I would never do that. It gets to be 700 degrees in that little furnace. A little inferno right underneath the van. And I don't feel comfortable just leaving something like that unattended. You know, that just freaks me out. So I let it get cold in here, and it got below freezing today inside the van, unfortunately. That's fine though. I need the time for that to warm up because I left it kind of a chaotic mess this morning. I didn't record this morning because I got up a little bit late. I found it hard to get out of bed. It was just so comfy in here last night, and I left a total mess. So I will clean this up, and then I'm gonna go out to Framingham. They have everything I need out there. Trader Joe's, Planet Fitness. I'm not sure I'm gonna do a workout tonight. I gotta take care of that leak first, obviously. Here we go, the Framingham Trader Joe's. I've not been here in a while. I think I might get 2 nights worth of dinners here. Buying it like this is so expensive, but I don't realistically see myself as having time to do any cooking tonight or tomorrow night. So it'll have to do. This place usually has that rosemary chicken, the stuff that I love. I hope they do because I'm so sick of turkey. I've been eating it for over a week now. Oh, thank God. I might get 2 or 3 or 4. Got the chicken, no Asian stir-fry vegetable medley though. I guess others have realized what a great deal on mixed vegetables that is. I love Trader Joe's. I need to do cooking, but you know, when I do groceries, I don't find any point in going to anything but like the ultra cheap grocery stores like Aldi, Market Basket. You go to Whole Foods or Star Market and you're like not saving any money. It's so crazy expensive. Even Trader Joe's can be a bit expensive. I would not do regular grocery shopping here. But enough about groceries. The main event of the evening is getting to Home Depot, getting some Flex Seal, fixing this thing on my roof. I want to sleep with peace of mind tonight. Here we go, the almighty Home Depot. I think I don't want to be too far away from the entrance this time. Figured I should jump up on the roof to see what kind of job I'm dealing with. I'm going to have to remove some of those roof deck panels. That's going to be a pain in the ass. I need the little Torx wrench for that because they're covering up the sides of the adapter. I do want to use Flex Seal though. I like Flex Seal because it's so liquid. It really forms a great seal. Silicone can be a little too solid sometimes. The thing about Flex Seal though, I've used it before, it needs like forever to dry, like a week to dry. It nominally says 48 hours, but from my experience, it needs even longer than that, especially now that it's cold. I looked at the forecast, it's not supposed to rain for the next 2 days, so I'm gonna go with the Flex Seal option. Check out this handy heater, little electronic hand warmer. My hands getting cold is gonna be the #1 obstacle tonight. I just know it. I do have heated gloves by a company called Kamimoto. The thing is, they're so thick that you lose all dexterity, so I can't really use them. Kind of a pain. I have a heated vest too. I feel like I should be charging that up. Should use that tonight. Anyway, I'm not sure where they would have the Flex Seal here. Yeah, every Home Depot's laid out differently. I don't know why, but I found this stuff. This is it, Flex Seal, the stuff in a can. I've tried the aerosol spray version of Flex Seal. It doesn't work. It just splatters everywhere. But this stuff is great. I trust it with my life. Crap is expensive though. It's like 40 bucks a can, and you have to use the entire can once you open it. It does not store at all. I'm gonna shop around a little bit, see if there's anything else I need. I think this should be good for tonight. 10 bucks, and I have a lot of dexterity with these. Won't keep me super warm, but it'll better than bare hands. That's enough shopping for tonight. I don't have my skylight attached directly to the roof. I need to make my own adapter because this was meant for a flat roof. I have some pressure-treated lumber with an arch in it that I made myself. I attached it to the roof. I did like butane or butyl tape, and I think some caulk around the edges. I guess that might not have been good enough. Maybe there's thermal flexing. And I put these roof panels on by a company called Orion that go right up to the perimeters of it. So I could not access the base of it without removing these first. Had to get the drill out, haul everything up here. We got quite an operation going up here. What I think I'm gonna do first is go around these edges here with a Flex Seal on this side and on this side. I won't be able to access the front or the back long edge without removing my roof utility box or my solar panel. I'm not gonna do that. No way in heck am I doing all of that. I think what I might do is grab a stick from this bush over here, tape this brush to it, and just kind of sneak it in through the edges, do the best I can. I'm parked right under a light, but I have my headlamp just in case I need more than that. All right, let's get to work. So I've already run into my first crisis that's gonna make this job even longer. I got all of those 80-20 bolts off holding the roof deck panels down, except for this one, and I twisted it so hard that I completely threaded it. It's got no grooves. I think I'm just gonna have to drill that out and completely destroy it, and then drill another hole into this aluminum, put another bolt in so it's secure. I had to take my coat off for the dexterity and not to get Flex Seal on it, so I am so damn cold. The instructions call for etching all the surfaces with a sandpaper to increase the friction. I'm not doing that. I am not going down another time. This is just something to get me through the winter. This is what I invented. A little Flex Seal brush on a stick I grabbed from this bush right in front of me. So I'm just gonna go around all the edges, just sneak in through the side here. Just a quick once over. I can barely see, but I have a headlamp, so let's try to do this right. This is definitely not ideal, but I'm doing the best I possibly can here without losing the brush underneath, which I fear might just have happened. Oh, thankfully I recovered it. This is a pain in the ass. What I think I'm also going to do while I'm up here is just cover over all these screw holes where those spider web cracks are forming. Just in case that's the source of the leak. It ain't gonna be pretty, but it's better than nothing. And hopefully this will just get me through the winter. You know, I don't know what else to do. Try to show you what I did. It's a complete mess. I did try to keep it off the main stuff you look out of right up here, but I covered over all of those spider web cracks around the entire perimeter. Went around the entire perimeter with a stick. I'd say there's a 50-50 chance I actually got everything. But it's better than it was before. It's the best I can do. I am freezing cold. I'm gonna get all this crap down. It is crazily slippery right here. These solar panels, they are like an ice rink. I wanna get the heck off of this roof. Oh man, my fingers are so numb. My core body temp is down. I'm gonna sit in the car for a while and try to warm up. You know, I'm so glad I do these YouTube videos where in the intro I say I'm gonna do something, because it forces me to do it within 48 hours. I'm not sure I would have gotten up there tonight otherwise had I not said I was going to. That, I would say, has a 50-50 chance of being successful. I did the best I could. I have no light. My fingers were numb. I couldn't remove all the roof panels, you know, but I just want something to last until the spring. There's still a chance that could be condensation. I mean, it's like a little greenhouse up there. Looking in through the top, you see all the moisture on the inside, how it gets trapped. Maybe that's what it is. I'm gonna hang around for about 20 more minutes though, because I've got a special guest coming to visit me here at this Home Depot lot. His name is John. He has a YouTube channel himself called Radical Nomadical. He also lives full-time in his van. I think he just recently moved into it. At least he just recently started a YouTube channel. I will link to it below. I'm gonna give him my diesel heater that I got about a month ago that I haven't used at all. Want to be in good hands, you know. I'll help set it up for him and all that stuff, but he should be getting here shortly. I'm just gonna try to get my core body temp up so I'm a little more cogent when he gets here. And I think this is him right here. Alright folks, this is John right here. Why don't you come over here? He just started his YouTube channel. It's called Radical Nomadical. He's done, what, like 3 videos, I think, so far. Yeah. And this is his van right here. I'll give you a tour of that in a second. I'm gonna give him this. This is my Wipro diesel heater. This is like all in one, so you don't have to like assemble a fuel pump and all that stuff. It makes it very easy.
Yep.
The only thing I didn't like about this, I said in the whole video, you can't really tuck it into a corner, which is the way I want.
Everything was coming out every side.
You need to have like 3 sides of the thing clear, so it didn't work for me, but it's still a great unit. I mean, it's pretty and it's very easy to use, so I hope you enjoy it. But his YouTube channel name is Radical Nomadical.
Yep.
I'll drop a link to it down below. I'm gonna get this in his van, and you want to do a tour of your van?
I can do that, yeah.
Let's take a look at what he's got going inside his van right here. So, what is this Chevy?
This is a 2011 Chevy Express 2500.
Be sure not to get your license plate in there. Nice. Nice. I like the look of it.
And this was a contractor van. This was like a plumbing van before.
Mm-hmm.
So it had like all the lettering from that, and I had to take all that off.
Cool.
And just kind of painted it myself.
So did it come with a roof rack, or you did that yourself?
I put the roof rack on too. Yep.
And you got some solar panels up there as well.
400 watts of solar.
Nice.
And I got 3 bike racks and 16 square foot.
3 bike
box.
racks.
Yep.
On the exterior of it?
On the roof.
On the roof.
So I keep a telescopic ladder in the cargo box.
I want to see where that is.
So that I can get that off and on.
Oh yeah, look at all that stuff. Oh wow. That's kind of probably what I need to do.
It's tough to get on and off, you know. I think for your van, it's probably more like a hitch mount might be better, and then you can get the electric bike off and on easier.
I've got so many gizmos attached to my van, it's hard to find more space.
Oh, I know.
Can we take a look inside?
Sure, yeah. Put a light on it.
Oh, this looks very cozy. You got the little buddy, I see. Oh, you got is that the big version? Is that the toucan version?
This charging. I got the toucan version. So last winter I had it hooked up to the big propane tank, because you can have a hose going through, and I would keep that in back. And then I found I wasn't using it that much because of the condensation issue.
Yeah.
So I use it now. I just use it.
That.
I use it for a few minutes before I go to bed, and that's about it.
Yeah.
So other than that, I just have sleeping bags.
Nice and cozy in here. Yeah. Oh, you got a lot of space under the bed. That's your main storage space,
Yep.
I see.
Yep, a couple EcoFlows. So I got like, let's see, about 20, is it 4,100 watt hours, I think?
All right, well, that sounds pretty decent. Nice.
And I've got a 800 watt DC to DC charger.
Nice.
So whenever the solar's not cutting it.
I like your storage. This is all your clothes and stuff.
This is, clothes, food.
Yeah, I like this a lot. If I could do mine again, I wouldn't have any like drawers, pull-out latches. It's like so much work, and that's like pretty much all you need. Very cozy space. And a microwave.
Essential. I don't know why you don't have one of those.
Oh my god, that draws so much power. I would never have a microwave.
It doesn't use that much. I mean, I have an 800. This is an 800 watt microwave, so, and I have an 800 watt inverter. So, I basically, however long it takes me to microwave, I just have to drive those many minutes to recharge.
Well, that was cool. I have a lot of respect for him. He's really roughing it in there during these cold winters. Hopefully that diesel heater works for him. Me, I still need to get my core temp up. It is so cold out here. I'm gonna get to my sleep spot. 11 inches of snow and a leak in my roof. These are just some of the things you'll have to deal with living in a van in the Northeast. Thankfully, I dodged that first storm completely. They did end up getting around 9 or 10 inches back in the heart of the Berkshires, so I avoided that. As for the leak in my roof, nothing leaking right now because it's not going to rain for at least the next 2 days, which is good. That Flex Seal takes forever to dry. I couldn't really see what I was doing. I was just snaking my hand up there trying to get all the cracks and crevices. I hope it worked. Like I said, I think it has a 50-50 chance. If that starts leaking again, like in the middle of true winter, when there's a foot of snow on the ground, and it's even colder than it is right now, it's like in the mid-20s right now, yeah, that's gonna be a major problem. I'm just gonna have to deal with that another time. I did the best I could. I think I tied a bow around this video. And I met another van dweller, John, aka Radical Nomadical. I'll put a link down to his channel below. Watch that, because it's really cool to see someone else doing what I'm doing up here in the Northeast. Alright folks, it was a long couple of days, and tomorrow's gonna be a long one too, so I'm gonna say goodnight. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for motivating me to try to attack my roof. I did it for YouTube. Until next time, peace out.